Greetings and welcome to episode 58 of my Empire Total War Darth mod Knights of St. John campaign. This, my friends, is how we left it last time, where we have had war declared upon us by the Dutch, the absolute titan that is the Dutch. And just a taste of that, my friends, just a taste of it is here. They've already launched an assault against our sort of the south here, our south assets, our southern assets in the subcontinent, Mysore. They've gone straight for the heart of our empire here in the subcontinent from Ceylon. Now look at that there. I mean, these armies here are where do they get these from? Mind you, the Dutch are exceptionally powerful, they really are, but they want what we have here. Mysore is one of the richest, probably one of the richest regions in the world. That is no exaggeration, my friends. It is extraordinarily wealthy, especially the mineral wealth is exceptional, it really is. But as you can see here, we are well defended here. This army will not yield. It's not that defensive minded as it were. It's more of a hodgepodge here of different units we've put together, mainly to quell the rebellions that were sort of brewing in the Mysore. It took a while for us to really sort of bring those under control. Hence, lots of dragoons, because they are exceptional at policing sort of rebellions and the populace. So this is why that's more. We see that more heavily set here in this particular army, but that's not to mean they can't hold their own. We're up against quite a formidable force here, lots of infantry, particularly two grenadiers. These are going to be pretty brutal, but they've only brought one cannon with them, one lot of fire support, whilst ours is exceptional. It really is. Look at that. So that's going to prove a boon in our favour. Even if they take the city, we can quickly repel and move against them pretty quickly. As you can see, well under control here. This was for a while Arcot, a real hotbed of rebellion, but we've managed to bring it under control. It's not growing very well here at all, which is a little bit of a shame, but our tax policy is pretty light at the moment. We're not really taxing anybody, but as you can see here, we can respond quite quickly, so that we will retake Mysore, or take Mysore, hold preferably Mysore straight off the bat here. But we've got a huge amount to do, my friends, a huge amount. I thank you all for your wonderful advice and comments. The comments have been exceptional, and there have been two threads running through the comments, as it were. Now the first is that we've got to chip away at the sort of the outlying parts of the Dutch Empire, because as you can see here, there's absolutely no way that we can just dive into here and start rolling up these regions here. The Dutch are far too powerful. Their forces are numerous. They can just pretty much bring huge armies against us, and we would lose quite rapidly. And that's, you know, that we aren't being pessimistic there. That's just an honest assessment of what would happen. As you can see here, they've still got quite a lot of trade coming in here from the Ottomans, and I really wish that Spain would join us, because they would probably be able to keep them busy here in France, but alas, we are by ourselves at the moment. Now, of course, Sweden didn't join us, but also they didn't decide to join the Dutch attacking us. We are just at peace with them at the moment, as you can see. Because of the Dutch, Sweden is exceptionally wealthy and very well dug in here in the heart of Europe. Now, Russia's taking an absolute thrashing. It really, really is. I mean, the Dutch are pretty much into the Urals here. So once you go past Bashakira here, and you go a bit further into Siberia, you're going into the Urals, and you know, I think we can pretty much say that Russia is beaten here, because the Spanish forces in and around the east here are exceptional. They've even taken, like, I mean, Moscow, the absolute beating heart here in the east, has fallen, and it fell quite quickly as well, and they've really dug in here quite well. They've got a lot of armies around here, but look at this, look at the spider's web of roads here that lead from Moscow. It leads everywhere here. We've got some spies up here. We're just going to dip our toe in here and see what they're up to around here, because it really is important that we make sure we watch what they're doing around here. Oh, look at that there. Only one single, mind you, the units that the army that probably took Komi has probably moved on, and yes, of course, as I said, that there it is. Look at this, and it's under siege. Ufa is under siege. So the army that took Komi has simply moved down through the forest here. I don't know if we can get through the forest here, but probably moving along here, then joining the road here, past Kazan here, Tataria, and moving in. So we're going to see the fall of this region as well. Even if we take a region from the Dutch, they're going to claim another one. So the domino effect you would normally see in a campaign, where you take one region and you start to really bite into their territory, and it starts to really have an effect on them. This is not going to have an effect on the Dutch at the moment to start with, because a lot of the council are saying, Mala, you need to start in the New World, start chipping away at the islands, which we are going to do. We're going to take the Council's advice. We're going to move into the New World. Let me just show you here, my friends. So they've got here Punda and Santo Domingo here, Hispaniola. As you can see here, powerful forces in here, very powerful indeed, but nothing we couldn't deal with a lot of cannon. A lot of fire support here can do a lot of damage, you can see here. In fact, I don't believe they've got a single cannon on the island. They don't indeed. They do have the Naval Hospital, which we would like to take, if possible, because that will then stop the Dutch having access to that sort of naval power within the Caribbean and further afoot into the Atlantic. But the council saying, you need to take these islands here, Mala, because you want to start chipping away the edges of their empire, because even if we take Santo Domingo, they're going to take that Russian territory. So they've pretty much cancelled out what we've done. But this island is extremely wealthy. We're talking a huge amount of wealth coming in and out of here. Look at that there, the sugar plantation, absolutely at full pace there. Same here for tobacco. And also here they got a plantation as well. So this island is rich, wealthy. See, meager yield here, an average yield here. But let's have a look what the cost of those are at the moment. Look at that, coffee's at 31. I mean, tobacco, beg your pardon, is at 31. And what's that, as a sugar plantation? Indeed it is. And that's at 17, but still. Look how much sugar comes in from America there. 370 loaves. It's extraordinary. It really, really is. And actually, sugar is... Austria is absolutely consuming sugar by the boatload. So again, if you take this in its sort of separately from anything else, you can think, well, man, that's not really a very rich region. But if you strip it from the Dutch and add it to our trade here, our trade's probably going to be boosted maybe to 35,000. Well, that 5,000 extra gold is going to boost us further down, and so it pays dividends further down the line. And also it just chips away at the morale, and also chips away at what the Dutch can use against us. They've also got and dug in here in sort of the south here of the states. As you can see, Georgia, Kentucky, Cherokee, and also down in New Orleans. So they're going to be difficult to dig out of here. There's a Pueblo nations up here, so that's not too bad. We're okay with them. But the council's saying don't push too far down south, just in case you get yourself a little bit into trouble. But what we are going to do, I think we're going to send these two armies into Santo Domingo here, because these really are exceptional. These are the gentlemen that have absolutely forged a path through into Britain, into the subcontinent, and down to 13 colonies. Now we're at peace with the 13 colonies. We were initially going to launch an attack against Maryland, but peace at the request of the council was brought into full strength here. But as you can see, these armies here are exceptional. They really, really are. Got wonderful forces in here, particularly Grenadier Guards and Grenadiers. This force in itself has Royal Cairo Infantry elite, and also some Grenadiers as well. But look at the experience, the combat experience of some of these units. Wonderful. So these will be our sort of spearhead, the tip of our spear into the Caribbean. We might even then, once we've taken the Caribbean and brought it into control, which we will actually do. And also, Spain is allied with us, but also New Spain has also joined the war with us. Look at the income here. Look at that. It's extraordinary. It really, really is. But if we can do that, we might then pivot away from here and then attack these regions here, taking them from them, bringing all of this under our control. Thankfully, the Mughal Empire are only at peace with us. They're not anymore allied with us. They didn't want to go against the Dutch either. I think everybody is absolutely scared stiff of the Dutch, to be honest with you. Mind you, we've got a really good relationship with them at the moment, and same can be said for the Ottomans, so we're okay for the moment. Russia is hostile, but they've got bigger problems to worry about. Spain is very friendly, and we're still allied with them. So, and also with New Spain. So that's, the Spanish really have stuck with us very, very well here. We've also got, as you can see up here, look at that income there, 2,800 from Moose Factory, Rupert's Land. It's extraordinary. And also there's a very, very good army here as well, but we're going to leave it locked into place at the moment, because getting in and out of this and of Hudson Bay is exceptionally difficult. It really is, and it's a long voyage. So, but we need forces now to concentrate in the Caribbean. Now, if we move to Europe, as you can see, New Spain is with us. We've also got Tunis here. We've got the Mughals here. But more importantly, as you can see here, we've landed here to take the Venetians, who've decided to declare war upon us. For some reason, just out of the blue, they declared war upon us as well. So we're going to deal with the Venetians straight off the bat. We're going to try and control the Gibraltar Straits. If we can do that, I mean, look at the income here. 120,000 in gold. It's extraordinary, it really is. But we're going to take the Venetians out here. We're going to control the Gibraltar Straits. And maybe even use this naval hospital here to build up a naval force that will just... It wouldn't stop any of the Dutch fleets getting through. But at least it'll hold them up for a while. And we could just hope that the Spanish get their act together here, because they've got a lot of damaged units here. And that won't serve them well if they get into a war. Look at the Royal Spanish Guard, my goodness me, it's extraordinary. And look at that there. Look at that. Spanish Marines, exceptional. Now, we're also building up a force here, just outside London, but London is still giving us trouble. Look at that, for goodness sake. London has been effectively in rebellion since we took it, and we're talking maybe, what, 15 years it's been under rebellion. They simply will not give in. Now the clamour for reform is high because we've got these two universities and colleges here, but we need them because our research here is absolutely way behind everybody else's. It really has been, but we're catching up here. Soon we'll be able to just not use these anymore. But we need to really get our metal and textile industries up and running to just absolutely get every possible penny we can out of it. But hopefully soon we can get this under control, which means we have to leave this army here. This army here cannot leave. And it's an exceptional army, so we might swap it out, I think, for these gentlemen here. Because look, we've got £24 in here, but this army would be an exceptional army for a fight against the Dutch, especially with the Marines in here. But we might just, what we might do is perhaps take some of the better forces from here, the line infantry guards and the riflemen, and combine it into a real powerful force. We've also got the Swedes here, who I'm not particularly pleased about seeing these fleets here, because these are powerful armies in their own right. Look at that. I don't like them having our doorstep here, although we could hold Edinburgh, to be honest with you. We've got enough troops and enough cannon to do so. So we've got our hands really full here. I think we're going to build a local fishery here, because we did... I think there was a problem with... Yeah, there is, see, food shortages, which we'd like to just try and get a grip of. That's our naval force here, but we can't move out. Also, the council's saying we need to start striking against some of the ports here, doing some damage to some of the ports, which we might just try and do that. Maybe taking one of these here. And also we need to increase the ships we've got here. We need to increase this. I mean, this really is probably our most powerful fleets are here. But we've got 161,000 with 64,000 coming in here. Look at our trade income is exceptional. But look at the navy upkeep. 28,000, which is not too bad. And also the tax income is low because we have actually lowered our tax almost down to zero, just to get England and Tunis under control, because they've been a real problem for us. Everywhere else just seems absolutely fine with us. Yeah, they do. But again, we've lowered this down to almost to minimum. Actually, almost getting no tax at all coming in. But we do need that. We could always increase the tax for the nobility, which what would that take us up to? 75,000. We'd have 67, but we're not going to do that just yet because we want some of the towns here to grow. As you can see here, growth here is quite nice here, but the clamour for reform is affecting us a great deal here. And we're doing a little few other additions here, adding some local fishery ports onto here as well. But I think our first battle is going to come here. I can absolutely guarantee you they're going to come straight off the march and attack us here. And probably strike at the city straight away, so we're going to have to watch out what's going there. We've got these Dutch fleets here. But I think we might be able to start striking some of their ports, maybe. Because they've got a port here, as you can see, look at that there, and it must be leading into here. I wonder what's in there. What we don't want to do, though, is stir the muddy waters here and deal the wrath of the Dutch as they start attacking our main trade routes. So we might just hold off on that for just a little while. We do have New Spain going in here with an army. I'm not sure where they're going, but maybe they're going to maybe they're going to Europe. They're going to help us. That would be quite nice. But we've hit this port here. This is our first strike against them here. I wonder if we strike against Punda as well. That might be pretty good. What we don't want to do though is get locked here with nowhere else to go. And getting caught by a Dutch fleet. Although I don't know if they've got any fleets in the Caribbean, which is highly unusual. And also, thankfully, New Spain does have some fleets here. But anyway, I think we can end this turn here, my friends. I think we're just going to watch what's going to go on here. I can pretty much assure you that that's going to be an attack straight away. Ceylon is definitely in our sights, but we don't have the forces for it yet. But we are putting together those forces here, as you can see. Actually, nothing here yet. No, we won't do it with Mysore, because Mysore will come under attack. So there's very little point in doing that at the moment. Until we've got this under control, then we can start putting another army. So we're going to build 2 armies here in the subcontinent. We'll build one from Satara and one from Mysore. That will then be used to punch down into here, because this army that's in here will not engage us. It's effectively trapped in the city, so only these 2 armies here we'll have to deal with. So we're going to take Ceylon from them, and it's quite a rich island in its own right here. Yeah, look at that there. And what's the income from this? We can't see it just yet. And they've also got here some rice farming estates as well. It's not too bad, but if it'll give us control, and also strategically it'll give us control here of the Indian Ocean, this part of the Indian Ocean, which means our trade will be able to flow. We'll cut off this money from them as well. But as I end the turn, my friends, let's just see how things pan out here. Hopefully no one else declare war upon us. We've got enough going on as it is. Now there's Austria, they're really powerful, but they won't do anything. Right, problems. Here we go. Okay. We've got plenty of spies where we've got to move around. We want to keep an eye on what's going on in Eastern Europe. Oh, there it is. What did I tell you, my friends? What did I tell you? There it is. Straight off the bat. Now we're bringing in this little gentleman here as well from the port. But look at that amount of infantry they got. It's extraordinary. But some of it is, I think, light infantry. Yes, indeed. You can't really tell the difference between the two, but there's light infantry as well, some of them. These grenadiers are going to pose a problem as well if they get too close. But they've got 2 there. They've got some cavalry, but I think we can deal with the cavalry. We've got plenty of cavalry, my goodness me, but we'll have to use the dragoons, maybe sort of dismount and use them on the ground, as it were, in the fort. But let's not loiter any more, my friend. Let's take this fight here. If they want to fight, then we will oblige. Mark my words, we're not going to back down from this fight. That will never happen. My goodness me, what a fight this has been for us. This has been exceptional. And for that to come out of the blue, as the council said, we knew it was coming, but we weren't quite ready for that declaration of war. But now we've got to make it work. We have to get this under control, or at least put them in. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay. We didn't. Okay. We absolutely obliterated this fort, taking the city, and we haven't repaired it since. Oh, good grief. This doesn't bode well, does it? Let's be honest. But we're gonna. Oh. So, luckily, they're not coming in from this side. They're only coming from this side. Look, there's 2 gaps here, which we can. I wonder if we could funnel them in to the gaps here, and then just have a nice little surprise ready for them. But let's first of all, let's get our cavalry and everything else in. I mean, look at this place. Absolutely. Okay, it's burnt to a crisp. Right, let's focus here. Right, let's get our dragoons. Let's get out all the dragoons. Not light dragoons, it's our normal dragoons here. This clone, there's another one. 5th Regiment. Let's bring them all out. Actually, we'll put them on the side here. Because some of these gentlemen are going to have to be placed inside the fort, off their horses. We've got cuirassiers. More cuirassiers, excellent. The light dragoons. Let's put the light dragoons over here. I should put the light dragoons over here, I think. We can use them to harass and harangue. Because we know they're coming in from this direction here, relatively. But if we can get in around them, what a joy that would be. So there's our colonial dragoons here, which we'll send some of these, I think, on this flank here as well, because we know we can probably get in around them here as well if need be. We should have. There it is, as we thought. And also, as you can see here, they're already set ready for melee combat, hand-to-hand combat. The same can be said here for these gentlemen here, but I think these will have to go inside the fort. But first of all, let's get out all light dragoons. Excellent. There they are. we should have another set of light dragoons here somewhere. We've got cuirassiers, which we are definitely going to be setting up here outside. They are definitely going to be used. And probably we'll set them aside in this little forest here, because we know the enemy are probably going to flank either side, or if we can, hopefully we can draw them in, maybe using the cuirassiers to push them into the middles here. We'll have a little bit trap set up for them. Cuirassiers here. Now I think we'll have our general inside as well. Oh wait a minute, there it is. Light dragoons. Well done, sir. That's colonial. We have the light dragoons here as well. We want to hit them hard here, so we'll use the light dragoons to do the damage for us. We want them on fire. Yeah, we don't want that. No, because my marksmanship skills on horse are quite frankly appalling. Absolutely appalling. Now, let's get our infantry. What we have here, I think we have 3 to 4 regiments here. Oh, look at that. We can also set some trenches. This might work out perfectly. Look at that. On the parade ground, let's see what you've got, gentlemen, please. Go. That's a wonder. Now, we've got a lot more howitzers, which are going to do a huge amount of damage. We can't put them on the walls, because look at the walls here. Good grief. Look at the walls. 63%. If you put them up here and they attack and they hit those walls, they're going to crumble. These are we can't put any on the top of the walls here. If we lose a single regiment here, it'll probably spell our doom. Look at the damage, 109%. The walls here are okay, but we've got the cavalry to protect this side. We have to funnel them into these gaps. Right, I think what we could do, just bear with me here, my friend. Let's see if this will work. Right, the first thing we need to do is this. I think what we'll do, if we're going to funnel them in, then what we will do is we'll just set them here. Gentlemen. Let's just see if we can funnel them in here. Oh my gosh, if we could funnel them in here. Gentlemen. Ooh. This could be an absolute treat. And here as well. We probably might to narrow the angle of this one a little bit closer. No, because what we're going to do is this. We're going to put the artillery here with canister shot. Oh my goodness me. Oh, look at that. It's an absolute joy. If we can funnel them through this gap here, and we can canister shot them as well as they're coming in, with these hitting the flat. Oh my goodness me, what a joy to see. Now, no, gentlemen, my mistake, getting a little bit ahead of myself here. There it is. Steady now, man, steady now. I could put this around here, but to be honest with you, that's going to be probably a little bit of an overkill. Or is it? Or is it? Because we're not... Now, oh good grief. No, that's a little bit too forward here. But will it give us more control? Wait a minute. Are they going to hit the wall here? Are they going to hit this wall or not? Because that is nigh on perfect there. Let's just angle this a little bit less inclined here. That's perfect there. We might just put them like this, so because we don't need to fire anywhere else. Just angle them just a little bit, gentlemen. It's more like it. Look at that. It's the perfect trap, sir. Same here. It's really important that the canister shot is used highly effectively here. Because if we can do this, if we can funnel them down this flank, what we need to do, no, let's just do it properly. Man, for goodness sake, man, get a grip of yourself. As you can see here, just got this angle here. As they come through here, they hit a barrage. I think they'll get over that wall there. Hopefully they'll get over this wall here. Because if they do, it's, oh my goodness, it's going to be an absolute bloodbath. It really is. Now, we've got these cannon here. Thankfully we've bought plenty of howitzers. We need to make sure they clear everything here. Let's bring them under fire support. Let's give them a quick line here, which is going to be absolutely devastating. We might just angle them just slightly thus. Good arc of fire. Now what we do need is also some of these dragoons are going to have to be, I think, to counter-charge. Now just bear with me here, my friends. As you can see, dismount. We're going to counter-charge through here. So if they break through and try and attack the cannon, we can counter-charge. What we don't want is them firing at the cannon, so their main goal is just to counter-charge anything that breaks through. Oh, this could be absolutely exceptional, it really could. Hopefully now these walls don't block the fire. That's my biggest concern. I think we might just have them off the walls. I don't want to take the risk. Because if these walls stop anything going through, our plan is going to fail. So we'll take that off there. Unlimber. Let's just set them up here as well. That's perfect. Look at that. We can always counter-charge with these gentlemen if need be. As you can see here. Just to make sure this absolutely works. Crystal clear here. Right. General. In here. Thank you very much. And we've got counter-charge. Counter. We've got 3 Crassiers, which will probably move into the forest here. These will then move around. Our defence is set fair. Let's begin this battle, my friends. This is going to be huge. Ooh. Look at that, it's worked out perfectly. Just wait for them to move in. Right, look at that. It's perfect. We're going to absolutely catch these right on the hop here, gentlemen. What we're doing is set these up here. We know they're going to come in from this angle here. Look at that already. Oh, it's an absolute... Oh my goodness me. What the blaze, look at that. That's one of the finest shots you'll ever see. Oh, that is an absolute joy. See how that's steady. Oh, look at that. Oh my god. Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness me. Let's get into them, lads. What the... Oh, look at this. They've absolutely buckled here. Oh, they've gone. They've gone. The dragoons have gone. that's a shame. Look at that. They're going to try and flank. Oh, they're going to flank all the way around. Oh, it's been an absolute massacre. Steady, lad, steady. Oh, we got there. Out of there, General. We've got them now. They're going to break here. Look at the dragoons. Get in there, lads. Don't give him an inch. Let's run these down. Let's run them down. Ceasefire. We've got this. We've got it, sir. Look at that. What a fight this has been. Don't loiter. Don't loiter. Come on, lads, put them down here. Let's get in there, let's get in there. Ceasefire. Oh, we got them. We've absolutely... Wait a minute. Winning slightly? I don't think so, sir. High ground? I don't think so. Let's give them a pasting. Oh, they've gone. They can't handle this. Look at that. What a defence this has been. My goodness me. It's been exceptional. We've lost a few men here, probably from cavalry attacks here, definitely. Let's get rid of them, lads. Winning slightly? I don't think so. I don't think so. Oh, look at this. Got them. Oh, that's a joy. That's an absolute joy to see. No, don't let them escape. Don't let them escape. If the Dutch want to fight, then we'll oblige. Believe me, we will oblige. None to escape. Yeah, they've had enough. They've had enough. Look at that. Yes. Heroic victory, of course, my friends. What a fight that was. My goodness me. But we showed the Dutch we're not messing about here. We are not messing about. Look at that. We lost 644. They lost 2,600. Statistics, look at that. The Cuirassiers, Light Dragoon. Light Dragoons did a wonderful job there. Oh, that's more like, look at that. Sent packing. Thank you very much. I think we'll build this army back up. And let's see what they've got to say for themselves. Now, they might send additional forces into the region here. What a battle this has been. What will they do now, the Dutch? That's going to be the principal question. But, oh, they're going to, of course, they're going to boot us out of there, which is Spain. I wish Spain would join the war with us, because even if they're in their state, even though they're the best of states in terms of their armies, looks like they're losing quite a few from probably desertion, and probably lack of funds, to be honest with you. But just having that threat on the flank would be a wonder. Even if they drew a fraction of the Dutch forces away in Europe and kept them busy just for a bit, that would be wonderful. 13 colony, nothing from you, please, sir. New Spain. Loitering with intent. Mughal Empire. Now they are just friendly with us at the moment. They're not allies anymore. They decided not to do so once because no one's going to go against the Dutch. No one's going to go against the Dutch apart from New Spain. The Spanish have got some backbone. Pueblo Nations. Venice. Oh, look at that. We're going to lose this trade line here. We can't hold against that. Even with their ships depleted like this. We'll have to just... Let's see if we can get rid of some of their ships. Yeah, they lost one, so they're down to 4 now, which is... Oh, he managed to escape. Wow, he managed to escape. Oh, look at that. Oh, but they're down to 1 ship. Yeah, they're going to come after us as well. Yeah, I thought so. But he's pretty much lost everything. Oh. Oh, he won. Oh, my goodness me. Oh, they've hit the port here. We definitely got to deal with these, but we don't do that just yet. The port's been hit. The farmland's been hit. So we're going to repair these. We're not going to stand for any nonsense at all from that. We could probably send this army out here to deal with it, but that wouldn't do us well, I don't think. We're still suffering here from that, but I think we need a general in this army here. Let's make this a proper army. Oh, we've got a lot of colonial dragoons in here for the policing of it, more mainly. And we're definitely going to attack this Gibraltar and take it from them. We've got this army. Look at that. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, this is a surprise. But look at that. It's under control. Finally under control. Maybe we can get the growth going here, but look at the food shortages. Now, this is another army we're putting together here. So let's look at that. 224,000 there. 63,000. That's excellent. Good army here and a wonderful army there as well. But the army in here is probably one of the best we've got. Let's make sure everything here is okay. I think we've got this fisheries here. We've got Denmark here. That's fair enough. Casablanca, yeah, we know that's in the attack there. We've got Morocco. We've got some additional forces in here as well. Yes, indeed. We can't. Unfortunately, we're waiting for these to be this to come on the stream, as it were, here. So we'll just wait for that to be done. Bijapur, yeah, there it is. There's the start of our brand new army here. So this should be ready soon. We're going to put 3 regiments of infantry in here. This is going to be a properly put together army here. With a better, oh, look at that, we've definitely got to get this army up and running. Took a real beating there, didn't we? But so look at that, that's all they're down to. Wow. To be honest with you, you'll probably finish them off. I think that's what we'll do, in fact. Let's send the message.
Vittoria! Avanti in marcia!
Probably gonna hit one of our ports here with this gentleman here, but that's fine, we'll deal with him.
Sì, mio sire. Avanti per il paese.
But the repairing, that's absolutely fine there. That +1 to morale. Excellent. Oh, abolition of slavery is done. That's excellent. That's a wonderful thing to have there. Bijapur. As well, we know about these Bengal here. Now look at that. We're trying to put together a decent army here in Bengal just in case. So to that end, I think we'll have some 24-pounders here. And some 24-pounders foot, because they proved absolutely vital there to us. They really did. What else do we need in here? Probably some more, another Cuirassier, I think. Winged Islands. No, we probably need to send this gentleman here as well. We've already got an army. We've already got a regiment in here. So we know all this is happening here. Oh, look at that! It happened. That is a wonder. But what we need to do now is we need to move against these here. So to that end, what we're going to do is we're going to... yeah, we did indeed. Look at that. We're going to move these 2 armies because we got peace here. We know we can hold Philadelphia and Boston. We've got an army here in New York and here in Falmouth and in Nashwauk if necessary. But let's get this. Let's attack Santo Domingo. Let's give them a damn good pasting here, my friends. Gonna land here. We want both armies to be together. We don't, gentlemen, please. I thought that was a Dutch ship then, and we would have been in deep trouble. That was a bit of a gamble on my part, wasn't it? Excellent. Now we need to get the other ship. Get this other army into place. Because we've been caught on the hop with this declaration of war by the Dutch, so we've just got to manage what best we can here. Come on, gentlemen, move.
Ordini, capitano.
Excellent. Right.
Signore. I vostri ordini, maestà?
Ordini, capitano. Ordini ricevuti, capitano. Pronti. Prepararsi alla battaglia!
We've cut off that there, and we are going to strike here against the Isles here. Hang on a minute. Are they... Oh, of course they moved these gentlemen here. We are going to strike against Santo Domingo in the next episode. But before we end this episode, my friends, I thank you for your wonderful advice here. It's been absolutely pivotal in what's happening here. So we've... Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that there. What will that give us now? Oh, it's not too bad at all, is it? Let's be honest. We need everything we can get here at the moment. In terms of our finances, we need to have a pretty strong economy because our income, our tax income needs to improve considerably. And we've also, yeah, that's not been taken yet, but we've got a good income from here. But I think our next goal is going to be to deal with Venice before we do anything else. I know the council's asked us to raid some of their trade lines along here, but we won't do it just at the moment. We'll wait until we've got ourselves fully established, and at least we've got, let's get Gibraltar under our control. We can go from there then. But we've done this now. This is our next mission. Look at that. Oh, are they going to surround? No, they're not going to come in. Right, we're going to launch an assault on them immediately. We won't wait, but they've got these mortars here, but they don't have any fortifications, which is going to be perfect here for our cavalry. Look at, we've even got household cavalry as well. It's exceptional. Plenty of cannon here. So we're going to do a lot of damage to them, and we've also got plenty of dragoons as well to come in if we need be. And wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is this a Spanish force? It's a Spanish force. Well, I'll be. A Spanish force may come in to help us. Wow. Didn't see that coming. But we might be fighting with one of our closest allies. They've taken a bit of a beating here, but my goodness me, what a joy it'll be to see to fight alongside our allies. That's a wonder. But my friends, I'm going to end this episode here. Thank all of you for your wonderful advice and support, my friends. The first blood has fallen to us. We've absolutely eliminated a very powerful Dutch force. Not their best, but it was enough to do some damage if we let it. But we just absolutely gave them a sound thrashing. We've sent a message to the Dutch. You've started the war, but it's going to cost you dear. Even no matter what you do to us, it costs us dear. And even if they lose that region, we know they're going to replace it with more Russian regions. But eventually, they'll run out of territory to take, and we will then start to roll up their territories bit by bit. But thank you, my friends, for your wonderful advice and support. Also, very, very kind words. It really does mean a lot, my friends. As always, whatever you're doing, please be safe, my friends. But until next time, bye for now.